JR, you know, we're helping him with his book. We help people with that book.
Yeah.
Man, I learned so much about him during that process because we all went away to Jamaica. I have my team of writers and all these kind of things. And like, man, you know, I know he talked about it as well, but just how he grew up, what he had to go through, parents. I really respect his story. When this ain't just like sales. I get no money from the book, right? Not the sales of the book, but man, his story is wild. I understand a lot when I you know have read the book and proof it and things like that. So it's gonna be good. I learned a lot there.
Yeah, he's also gonna bring it back when it comes out. He says he's gonna bring it, and I think I would love to have both of y'all come back. You know, and if
sure. And
he said, Mac, I promise when I get the book, man, when we finish it up, I want to, you know, premiere it and talk about it on your platform. So, you know, hey man, I'm looking forward to reading it. But I tell you what, I learned a lot about that guy just interviewing him and really just chatting. These ain't really interviews; these are just conversations. I just happen to let the world share with the world. But the thing with him, man, he's really not a bad guy at all. It's the fact that he's intricate and complicated, but when you understand why, it makes sense.
Yeah, and the book is 8 chapters of why. You understand. It's a progression from then to this moment.
Yeah, and I tell him to this day, I still like Jeremy more than JR's ass. But hey, man, but you know, you can't get one without the other. But he's a really great dude, man. And you guys are both. It's been an honor and a pleasure, man, to share the final scene with you guys. We made it to 10, brother.
That's true. That's true. I mean, the wine cellar, the last moments.
Man,
I mean, you really don't know anything until they cut the camera on and you walk out there. People don't realize that. You just sitting in a room and they're like, "All right, Lavon, you come, Mac, you." And I try to make it my business. Any show I'm on camera, I don't ask a lot of questions. I just trust myself. When they cut the camera on, I'm gonna speak, and whatever it is what it is. I don't need to know nothing. So. And I think you did the same. We all did the same. So it's a way to remain authentic.
Well, brother, you did that and I did that. Is there any upcoming projects, man, you want to speak about? Anything you want the people to know, man, before we wrap this up, brother?
Yeah, 2024, our branding and marketing company is expanding. So, we're doing some real interesting projects that people that want to, expand their platform, their online presence and just who they are. I'm doing a big podcast actually tomorrow, the Dear Future Wifey podcast. It's one of the top relationship podcasts specifically, So that's here in Atlanta.
Nice.
So that's going to be real dope. So I got a couple things like that coming up too. So we'll see.
All right, man. So you ain't no movie roles? You ain't going to be no movie roles no time soon?
You got to bring them to me. I don't know.
Hey, y'all, cast me and Lavon in a damn movie, man. Okay? The Sniper and goddamn the Gladiator. Put us in a movie together.
Seriously.
Hey, man, before we get out of here, top 5 artists, any genre of all time, LV. Let's go. Who you got?
Oh,
I know I had to get him. Let's go.
We got, of course, Jay-Z.
Jigga.
Drake.
Ooh, okay.
We got Kanye.
Yay.
We got, I knew he was going to do that. But he's a brilliant musician, Go to a Kanye concert, you'll see what I mean.
Okay.
We got Usher.
Usher.
Right.
4.
I'll try something a little newer. Chris Brown. I mean, we got the Michael Jacksons. I forgot Mike, but yeah, Chris. Brilliant. Brilliant. You hadn't heard a bad Chris Brown song. You hadn't heard a bad Drake song. You hadn't heard.
Nah, you never heard a bad Jay-Z verse. You never had a bad Usher song. No.
These people are consistent. You put Chris Brown on the song, lace it every time. Consistent. So all
right. Well, there it is, y'all. Smooth Grooves himself, the proprietor of the butterfly and puppet scene on reality TV history.